Hello world, I'm Rich, and this is Rich's World Beer Tour. Hey, I've had a bunch of requests lately as to what the best beers of the year were. I wasn't going to do a show like this, but had enough requests, I thought, what the heck. We did try some good beers in 2013. I got down to Turks and Caicos, I got down to the Bahamas, got to try some of their beers. We had some really bad beers at times, and there were some really excellent beers. As you watch this, think back to some of the videos that I've done over the year, and you can tell when something's in my wheelhouse, when I'm loving things. My eyes roll back into the back of my head. I make the Travel Channel, that food show face where just, you can tell I'm in love. Anyways, all these beers, and it happens to be 10 of them, they rated a 9.75 or a perfect 10. These were ones that were just incredible beers, and they separated themselves from the other ones in no particular order. So the first one, I remember back in October, the U.S.-Mexico World Cup qualifying match, and I sat outside right before the match and did a beer review, and it was smooth and sweet. It was the chocolate oak-aged Yeti from Great Divide in Denver. Now I don't have a bottle of that. I've got the oak-aged, but pretty close to what it is. I've yet to have a bad Yeti, but that was incredible. All that smooth chocolate creaminess, all the chocolate. Just I thoroughly enjoyed that match, but thoroughly enjoyed the Yeti. The next one is one that came from a viewer. Jim out in Oregon sent me the Full Sail Imperial Stout Bourbon Barrel Aged from Full Sail in Hood River, Oregon. And I happen to have an extra bottle, so that's great. Bourbon Barrel and Imperial Stout. You're going to start seeing a theme here. Chocolates and coffee, marshmallow, the bourbon was coming out. A real winner. Next one, I think this is the only one that comes from overseas, but from England. Courage Imperial Russian Stout. Little bottle here, little $6 bottle. Catherine the Great's, I guess, private recipe. So it was just great. I remember late November, that one day where we had no snow but some great ice. The kids were out skating on the ice, and just a great day for a beer review. The only IPA that made the list, Pliny the Elder from Russian River in Santa Rosa, California. And again, the kindness of strangers. Brady, one of my local viewers, came up to the store where I'm working and shoved a bottle of this in my hand. This bottle. I've never had it before, heard about it. It was incredible. Just the juicy citrus, the orange, the malty sweetness. But I just remember that juiciness of the citrus. That just, it was an incredible IPA. Lived up to the hype. The last one that hit a 9.75, a Christmas review. Shared it with my brother and brother-in-law. Had a lot of hecklers in the back. Even got my son on from Fort Hood, Texas. It's Woodcut number 7, the Russian Imperial Stout from Odell Brewing in Fort Collins, Colorado. So another Russian Imperial Stout. How funny. Now the 10s, and the 10s, the first one I don't have. I didn't keep the bottle, but it was KBS from Grand Rapids, Michigan, from Founders, the Kentucky Breakfast Stout. I got one bottle of it. Oh my God, was it incredible. Just all those chocolates and caramels, and again, a thick mouthfeel. It was in a bourbon barrel. Funny how that happens. Just incredible. The next one, I think this was in, I made a couple of notes here. When it was in October, I think, somewhere in there, over the summer. The Central Waters Brewing Company Scotch Ale, aged in bourbon barrels. There's that theme again. But just, again, the malty sweetness on this, the caramels, all that malt, the raisins and dark fruits, just incredible. I've got some of these sitting down in the cellar. One that came late in the year, in December, Bourbon County from Goose Island in Chicago. Their bourbon barrel stout, unbelievable, unbelievable. Again, all the chocolates and caramels and vanillas and just the mouthfeel to it, that chocolate sweetness, right in my wheelhouse. Just an incredible beer. One that's, hey, not a stout, but made the list from October, limited edition bourbon barrel quad. All right, bourbon barrels again. 16% ale, 84% ale, aged in bourbon barrels with cherries, from Boulevard down in Kansas City. I remember the sweetness, that malt, the champagne type bubbles, and the yeast they were using, and then the tartness of the cherries. Incredible, incredible beer. I've got a couple of those sitting down in the cellar. I think that's going to age really well. Our final of the top 10 here, again in no particular order, but one that I had to call my friend Epen over to share it. A $25 bottle of beer, but our only local one too, Surly Darkness, from late in the year, I think October, November, somewhere in there. We reviewed it, a Russian Imperial Stout. All the chocolates, and it's just an incredible beer. As you can see, there was a theme. I guess I can't show the labels here, but a theme. If it touched a bourbon barrel, if it was a Russian Imperial Stout, if it was an Imperial Stout, if it was a stout, for the most part, that's right in my wheelhouse. And then that Pliny the Elder, what an incredible IPA. So I guess a bunch of stouts, a bourbon barrel quad, and an IPA. So we had some great beers, we had some not so great beers, but a lot of very good beer in 2013. I'm looking forward to 2014 and where this world tour takes me. So, hey, thanks for riding along for a year. All your comments, watching the channel, putting up with me. Anyways, I appreciate your viewership. Have a great day. Cheers, world.